Now he's starting to pop back up, even on these great international type events. So it will be a good one for sure. Now, Tooky playing Pac-Man, this will be interesting because, of course, we know how much time Nao did spend in Japan, right? So, gotta imagine a couple points is pass cross with T at some of those junctures, right? So, I can't imagine he's gonna be too surprised. It'll be more so on Tooky on how he's able to come back this because, let me tell you something, talented Corrins, they do not come by often, and when they do, they hit like a truck right there. Nao easily dispatches that first stock.
Absolutely, a healthy stock lead right now for Neo up against Tooky. 3 stocks to 253%. We're going to see if Tooky's going to be able to get some pack shenanigans started here. 74% at ledge, but Corrin gets back to center stage super easily. We're going to see right here Tooky struggling a little bit. We're going to see here the dragon pin. Right now, difference of 30% between these two players. Tooky going back towards ledge, and we see a fair coming in real quick. Bell's coming in. He's going to try to go for some cheeky setups right now, EE.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, at this point, right, you got to kind of get anything you can. Maybe the Bell can help out a little bit. Shields all the way through. Let's see. Maybe a Z-drop. No, just going to throw it all the way down, trying to threaten Nao, who has no problem getting back to the stage. You know, a Corrin like Nao, who can be, like, so hyper-aggressive, can definitely throw you off at times. It's kind of like a real smothering pressure. So I understand why Tooky is struggling right now in this first game, but I would like to say if in a losing effort, I hope he takes this one to kind of adapt and redraw the game plan a little bit.
And honestly, you can tell that you
yeah,
can tell
100%,
that Neo feels very comfortable in this matchup. You can see he's absolutely, in all honesty, destroying.
Let me tell you something. In America, we call that belt to ass, okay? Belt to ass. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I ain't going to keep it nice and sweet. Tooky is getting Tooky and his soul snatched.
Absolutely, right now. And Tooky, let's see if he's going to be able to take the very first stock in his favor. 142% on Neo, and Neo is holding that Bell down, and we're going to see if he's going to be able to take advantage of it or not. And the good thing about Corrin holding down that Bell is that it does not allow Pac-Man to get any other bonus fruit out. So we'll see right here, right now, the situation throws away the orange and takes advantage of it. Neo, honestly, playing this matchup so masterfully.
Yeah, Neo is looking absolutely sensational. Getting all these good setups. Could potentially be a 3-stock Gloomin right now. This Corrin, a healthy amount of rage, but the Apple going to slay off that stock. However, Tooky, so far behind right now, I don't really think it's going to matter too much.
Absolutely. 90% right now on Tooky. It is looking a little bit rough. He is trying to keep this fight going, and honestly, we have seen Tooky before in these types of situations, especially right now, historically speaking, whenever Tooky has come over to one of our tournaments here in Doha, Qatar, he always plays so phenomenally. We've seen it at Virtuocity Smash Open, we're seeing it right now at Virtuocity Battleground, and we've seen it at countless tournaments that we've hosted here in Virtuosity. Difference of percentage right now is around 50% fill, but it is looking really rough for Tooky, but he is playing significantly better in this matchup.
Yeah, I think what he's already kind of applying is, okay, we've slowed down the pace of gameplay. This is going to favor me a little bit more as opposed to Nao just rushing me down. We saw how quickly that first stock was taken, but now Tooky, you know, even if, again, he doesn't take this game, he's learning a lot of lessons. And you see right there, he didn't force the aerial. He waited for Nao to try and find some room to land and then punished accordingly with the forward smash. That is good patient play that I want to see more from Tooky.
Tooky right now, he's in a dangerous situation. He's at 150%, and Neo takes the first game with a solid back air. Honestly, Tooky was playing that entire set in a disadvantageous set. However, he was able to bring it back to last stock. So Tooky, he is learning a lot from this very first set. He's acquired a lot of data, and he's definitely going to put that data to use in game 2.
100% agreed with you. It's all about the pace of play in a matchup like this. And Pac-Man, with that hydrant, does afford you the ability to have a say in how this goes down.
And honestly, EE, right now, all the pressure is on Neo. Neo is our guest from abroad. And Tooky, even though he's coming from Saudi Arabia, that's just our next door neighbor, right? So he's got the home turf advantage. Plenty of people in the crowd that are cheering for him. And Tooky, honestly, here in Doha, we consider him one of our own.
There you go.
So hopefully, we're going to see if the home turf advantage plays a role in this matchup or not. But Kalos Pokemon League is going to be the stage of choice for Tooky.
That's not bad at all. And really, I'm glad you got to that point about, oh yeah, because they're one of our own. I mean, essentially, right, like he's going from, my equivalent to that would be like going from California to Northern California, you know what I mean? SoCal to NorCal, baby. At the end of the day, we're all so close, we're all so tight-knit. It's all the same thing right now. The true invader is Nao, right?
Absolutely.
He is the one who is truly out for blood here, and obviously out for that delicious prize pool that you guys have so generously provided.
Absolutely.
So can't blame him for that, but right now it is looking much closer in this contest for sure. Let's see if Tooky can continue to keep this pace of play at a steady beat as opposed to a heart attack.
And the beast of the Middle East right now has Neo up against the ledge right here. EE has the bell out, has it ready. We're going to see if he's going to be able to take advantage of it or not. Neo is able to get back to center stage, catches the bell with using the dash attack. And we have right now a crazy situation. But however, Neo still continues with the pressure and gets the very first stock in his favor. We're going to see if Tooky is going to be able to turn the situation around or not.
That's a tough stock too, because this is a rather large stage, right? So it does kind of give you that ability to survive a little bit longer. But sometimes when you have somebody as aggressive as Neo, it really doesn't matter too much. And you can already tell, not thrown off or kind of deterred from the counter pick selection at all either. Love that back air. Let's see. Is he going to push the pace? Love that, too.
Wow.
You have to take those chances. Corrin's recovery isn't terrible, but it is susceptible where you do have some time to get down there and really interrupt. Even if you trade, sometimes it'll push her far enough back where the initial burst will not get her back to grab the ledge. In that case, it resulted in a KO.
Absolutely. Right now, difference of percentages, 35% between these two players. It is looking neck and neck right now, and Tooky is able to slowly but surely rack that damage back up. However, Neo does have the advantage in terms of set count, but Tooky is going to fight very, very, very hard, but Neo is not going to make this easy for him at all.
Not at all, and no reason to at that, right? You know, like...
I mean, $10,000 on the line. It's a huge prize pool.
Crazy,
Tooky is carrying the honor and legacy of the entire Middle Eastern Smash scene on his back right now. 2 stocks to 1 for Neo. Tooky, are you going to be able to give Neo a run for his money or not?
There's something to be said about fighting for the home turf. We have a saying in America, my friend, it's called protect this house. When invaders come in, you don't let them leave, okay? You don't let them leave. And if they do, they don't leave the same way they came in, all right?
And
Black and blue is what we do.
And this coast of the Arabian Peninsula, EE, has a long history of piracy fighting against foreign invaders, and we're going to see if Tooky's able to keep that legacy going, and he doesn't.
I don't know. The invasion is happening right now, man. The takeover is real. Neo planting that flag. He's up 2-0 and really putting the pressure on Tooky, who has to win the next one, or he's taking a trip to losers.
Absolutely, and right now, Neo, in all honesty, took that set in a dominant fashion. 2 stocks as opposed to a last stock situation, which we saw in the first game.
Yes, sir.
Tooky definitely has a solid game plan, but it just feels like he needs to just wake up a little bit. The rhythm and the pace of his gameplay just needs to be a little bit faster. You're playing against world caliber players here. This isn't just exactly, you got to keep it fast, you got to keep it fresh. You got to be on fire right here, Tooky. Smashville is going to be the selection of choice in his favor. A quick dash attack takes a healthy 5% lead right here, but honestly, it doesn't mean too much. We're going to see Neo in a neutral situation right here. Is going to be able to continue. Offstage situation. Ulla, 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 ulla.
Wow. I am actually amazed that he was able to survive that. Saving your jump and not panicking in a situation like that, helping Neo out a lot. Tooky, though, got to take those big-time chances and opportunities. Looking to see more of that. Siphoning through the bonus fruit to see what he wants exactly. Okay, last-minute delay. Thought he might get an aerial off of that, but no, Neo striking a little too quickly. Great exchanges early on between these two. A little whiff on the grab and that unpunishable dash attack.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, that was so smart to just charge that, knowing that Tooky was going to try and land behind the safety of the hydrant, but unfortunately takes all of that forward smash, and that's all she wrote on that. A very strong and early lead right now for Neo.
Honestly, and right now, Tooky has been able to keep this set competitive, but he's not able to capitalize off that bell. 123% on Neo. The 4 tilt catches him at the ledge. We're going to see if he's going to be able to keep the pressure going, but Neo, with a quick response, 24% only on Tooky at the moment. Is Tooky going to be able to finish off this stock or not? Neo is going to make it very, very difficult with his movement and how he's using these aerial attacks up against him, but the melon!
Nice. I love that from Neo, too, because you're punishing the fact that Neo feels comfortable overextending in that spot, right? He knows the percentage is pretty high, but Corrin loves those combinations that just link together, right? Pac-Man's got a couple of those too, as shown with that Galka, and has a couple of big-time fares jump exhausted. Let's see. All right, doesn't get the stock, but now look at that. We are dead even heat again. That's fantastic for Tooky.
Tooky right now, he's keeping the set incredibly competitive. Props to him. However, he is in a disadvantageous situation, both in terms of where he is on the stage, and look at that, man.
I think he's a little obvious with where he's going when that Hydra does come down. That's the second time in a row Neo's taking a stock in that same exact fashion. Just charge the forward smash and then just pinpoint exactly where you're landing behind it.
And we're going to see if Tooky's going to be able to make this back or not. Tooky is one of the players here in the scene who's well known for his strong mental game. So we're going to see if he's going to be able to not be scared in a situation like this. It's honestly looking really rough. Neo with the perfect response there, catching the bell at the perfect timing. Follow up using the back air. And wow, Neo.
Yeah, definitely some bad beats right now for Tooky. I don't want to say this one's over. I mean, a comeback not impossible, but you got to get this stock off sooner rather than later. Excellent forward tilt, actually clipping him a little bit with his own hydrant. Talk about sending a message right now. It is getting ugly quick, fast, and oh, that's it. Wow, and a little anticlimactic on that up air. And,
Absolutely.
But effective nonetheless. Nail 3-0 and punches a ticket to top 8?
Top 16.
Top 16, okay, top 16.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
And I mean,